It's time to get serious, sir. You stop playing, King. It's time to get serious. YouTube, GloYard King. Podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown NBA Podcast, members only edition, man. Listen, we apologize we didn't have a show on Wednesday.
My fault.
Days starting to get mixed up. But we here though. Give y'all our thoughts, our opinions, and all that good stuff, man. We're glad y'all guys are here rocking with us. Shout out to the members of the channel for supporting the channel in that special way. We do this for y'all on Fridays, dedicate to y'all. If you guys want to become members, or should I say subscribers to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning. And also, too, if y'all can do us a favor, hit them likes for us as well. And members, you already know. Go ahead and hit that comment section, man, and we'll address your comments and everything about what we're talking about here at the end of the show. For everybody else, if you want to get a comment in that's not a member, you can add a super chat there, and we'll get to your comments and your questions as well. All right, King. Got to get into it. The game on was it Wednesday? Got to get into the game on Wednesday. They got game 5 tonight. Gonna get your thoughts and opinions on that before we start all that, man. We got to stop and show some love to the sponsor of the channel.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem them in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
Yes, sir. All right, King, let's go ahead and get to a little recap, man, of what's been going on here in the NBA. Finals still going on. Just had game 4. One of the most entertaining games of all time. Very memorable. It's going to be definitely go down in history as one of the most memorable games in NBA history. So let's go ahead and get to it, man, with a little recap. Spurs lose by 1 point. If you didn't watch the game, didn't hear anything about it, and you just saw the score, you're like, oh, man, it's a good game. Lost by 1 point. No. The Spurs were up by 29 points. 29. Okay. This is the kicker right here, King. So the Spurs only scored 2 buckets in the paint in the second half. I'm gonna get on all that because
your ass in the paint.
Shout out to BA. I was trying to tell him this last night. Let's go ahead and go through a couple of these, man. This is the tale of 2 halves, as they would say, right? Halftime turnaround. So in the first half, they scored. It had shot 28 of 47 from the field, right? 14 to 26 from 3. They were cooking from 3. They only had 2 turnovers, King. 2 turnovers for 76 points. Second half was nasty. They went 8 for 39 from the field, 3 for 17 from 3. They had 9 turnovers and only scored 30 points, King. Great job by the Knicks, or the other thing by the Spurs, but we'll get to that. So here's kind of a there you go. So this is kind of like some notes and stuff from the game. So check this out. The difference between both teams' fourth quarter execution and conviction is hard to even describe. Since New York survived a game in which everyone not named Jalen Brunson or OG was almost non-existent. San Antonio has been okay living and dying with De'Aaron Fox in the clutch, and they are almost dead. The Knicks just have to be a team of destiny at this point. There is no other way to describe these comebacks. OG Anunoby. That's all. Let's look at the Spurs side, King. This is kind of this is something I've been sitting there talking about for the longest with this. So check this out. Where did the sixth man of the year go, King? You remember when I brought this up?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's not even helping Dylan Harper off the bench.
Yep.
So in the regular season, of course, he got you 13, right? In the playoffs, he's averaging 7.8, but in the finals, he's only averaging 3.8 points a game, bro.
That's why he wasn't my sixth man of the year vote.
Matter of fact, I don't remember who the candidate. Well, no, we both did we pick Jaime Jaquez?
I thought it was Jaime Jaquez, whatever. Like,
I think we picked somebody like that or whatever, bro. But yeah, this is crazy right here, bro. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here, man. A couple more things, and then we can get to the discussion. So when the Knicks were coming back into the game, Dylan Harper ruined that momentum and kept the Spurs from blowing the lead. Okay, the last shot Dylan Harper took, get this, King, was at the 10-10 mark in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
this is a second game in the series. This has happened to Dylan Harper, bro.
Yep.
This is what he did. 21 points. He was 8 for 12 from the field, a plus 12, the youngest 20-point game in finals history.
Yep.
So, let me see if I had something else. I think that is it, bro. I think there's one more I had, but I think I probably didn't save it or whatever. But yeah, man. What's your thoughts, King? What's your thoughts on the game, man?
I have a lot to talk about with this game, bro. First and foremost, I want to apologize to the people. It was my fault. I passed out halftime of this game, and that's an important fact. I'll tell you why. Because not too long before the game, I was at the barbershop with BA, and I was talking to him. I was like, "Damn, man!" Like, as you know, he's a huge Knicks fan. If you guys didn't know, I was talking to him. Yeah. I was talking to him saying, "Hey,
oh, that's the one I missed. Let me read this off real quick, bro.
Go. I'm sorry.
So, matter of fact, let me see if I can make that. So the Spurs led by 29, right, with 21, 27 left. Spurs led by 20 with 9:17 left. Spurs led by 14 with 7:04 left. Spurs led by 11 with 6:09 left. Spurs led by 9 with 5:21 left. Spurs led by 7 with 3:08 left. Spurs led by 4 with 2:22 left, and then the Spurs led by 1 with 1.3 seconds left. Then the Knicks will end up winning.
Yeah, the Knicks had their first lead at I think it was 1 minute 22 seconds left in the game, and then took their second lead and final lead of the game with 1.2 seconds left in the game. But go back to what I was saying originally. I was with BA and I was talking to him. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. They won one. You guys kind of let it go in the final minutes as well. And they were calling it a series. I'm like, but San Antonio lost both their games at home. You guys just lost one. It was, circumstances. People were in attendance. Stuff was going on. I felt like they were disrespecting them in a way. Like, man, why are they calling it a series now? It's not a series yet. San Antonio has to win another one for it to be a series, or we get to this situation which we're at now. But yeah, we spoke about that, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't get it, but it's the whole Wemby thing. I think it's going on and all that." I was like, "Okay." So lo and behold, we get to the game, and I'm watching that first half, and it's pretty ugly, bro. And you got Wemby out there talking his trash and all that, which he does. Wemby's cocky. It is what it is. I said it before. Things that go down. A little bit of becoming a little bit of front running a little bit. We'll talk about that a little later on. But he came out there, was doing his thing. They were about 27, I think, at halftime at that point. And I just ended up like, man, this is boring. And I don't think I meant to fall asleep, but I fell asleep on the couch. I was like, man, this is it's not cool. So woke up, was like, damn, the game's over. What, they won? And saw everybody talking about it, and you look like you were excited to do a show. I'm like, wow, man, like, damn, I'm sorry, what's going on? Watched the rest of the game and all, and it was just, it's crazy because we talk about the playoffs all the time. The playoffs make or break you, bro. It's nothing about the regular season. Like, your reputation is made in the playoffs.
What do they say? You make a name in the regular season. You make your fame in the playoffs.
Make your fame in the playoffs, and that's why I love the playoffs so much. Like, it's so much, BS that you can talk about. You can point to in the regular season, and people can have certain great seasons and all that type of stuff. It's okay, but you learn who people are in the playoffs, and it makes or breaks you. And on one side, you got the New York Knicks. Shout out to Mike Brown again, bro. I think I realized watching that game that Mike Brown is the perfect coach for them. Mike Brown doesn't fit a team of development. I think he's more of a personality. Like he's a guy that, as you can see, he's a players type coach where he's hey, how you guys doing and all that stuff around you guys, probably joking and that type of stuff. And I think with these type of personalities and these type of quote unquote light skinned personalities on this team, it is what it is. I think Mike Brown being a certain type of dark skinned brother, you feel me, with the certain personality fits for this team. So I think that works. Cat did his thing as far as just helping out all around, especially in the second half. Nobody else, like you said, really did scoring. I'll get to that. But guys stepped up and played defense. It's two sides of the ball, like we always talk about. So in the second half, with them only scoring 30 after having 70-something points at the half, that's team defense and just ridiculous. Shout out to the guys that got traded, bro, that you trade for moments and situations. What's his name? Golly,
Alvarado.
Alvarado. Geez, I couldn't think of his name right now. Alvarado in the middle of the season, all getting traded. Jeremy Sohan playing a couple of minutes and all that stuff, holding the fort down from San Antonio and all. I just think like that's just moments. It's just playoffs or with moments and with veterans and all. You come there for a situation, for a goal, and as a team, and you feel me, guys come over there, play a couple minutes, and do big things. So shout out to them doing that. Jalen Brunson, just Jalen Brunson, bro. They try to disrespect my guy at the one game. They keep trying, and he just keeps showing them that he is who he is. OG Anunoby, bro, another make or break guy. Like, oh, wow, OG Anunoby's becoming. I don't want to say he's not a superstar, but bro, he's a favorite to be an all-star next year as long as he's does what he does after this performance in these finals, on his playoffs, just in general. Like again, shout out to OG's making a name for himself in the playoffs. Huge game just in general, one of the biggest finals games in general, just from a player overall, offensively, defensively, crashing the boards and all that stuff. That was major. And then going to San Antonio side, first and foremost, the coach of San Antonio. What's his name? I keep forgetting his damn name.
Mitch Johnson.
Mitch Johnson, that's his name. Thank you. Mitch Johnson, showing why he's a young coach. This is his second year, I think now, 1.5 or something like that.
2.5, I think.
Is it 2.5? It is now. He's still a young coach.
Oh, I remember 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. Yeah.
I feel like it's something like that, right? Where he's still young in the game. This is his first playoff run. So it's showing that in his situations, I tell you, where I think coaches are stubborn or they go by their ways and it hurts them and it's going to hurt his reputation. He has to understand, like you said, that Dylan Harper is the better player by far than De'Aaron Fox. And he's still allowing De'Aaron Fox that seniority and going through that guy and playing him. And now it's got him in a situation where they one game away from their season being over.
Cost you 2 games.
Cost you 2 games, yeah. De'Aaron Fox, I don't know what happened to De'Aaron Fox. He was a guy I questioned before on Sacramento as far as really being that type of guy and all that stuff. And I mean, like, again, playoffs make or break you. I should pay attention to playoffs. De'Aaron Fox, again, I don't know what's going on. What happened to De'Aaron Fox's athleticism?
You know what?
With him being like, ain't he like 28, 29, bro?
Ask you that, like, I keep forgetting to ask you that. I was going to ask you that back in who they play in the Minnesota. I was going to ask you that back in the Minnesota series because I've been watching and like it's like he's not as quick as he was anymore. His speed and
his burst, pause, like as far as jump. Yeah, like he before when he was a swiper with the the throw with the little like lock right in the front and all that, he was gone and he would catch a body and all that. You feel what I'm saying? OG caught him. Okay, it might have been a foul and all that stuff. Yeah, it might have been a foul, but
I was gonna ask you that like 2 series ago. Like, bro, what happened?
I don't know what's going on with De'Aaron Fox, but yeah, De'Aaron Fox, it's not looking good for him. And they really have a big, like I say, they do or die from this point on. I'm not picking them to win the series. I don't know if New York finishes it in Game 5 or whatever, but I don't think San Antonio can do this. And Wemby, last but not least. As I said to you,
they put these on for you to say something?
No, I mean, not really, because I mean, I've been waiting. Not really. I'm not really gonna hate on the guy. I hate doing this. I don't want to hate when I've just been pointing out stuff. The dude's offense is shaky. It's been that way. I mean, I've been seeing that since the dude's been in the league, and for some reason, we just keep trying to change it or forget about it or pretend like it's something else because his team is better now. Like, not you.
No, I'm about to say we.
Not you. I mean,
when
I say that, I mean the media. You feel what I'm
there
saying?
You
like,
go.
you go. That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
point at the corporate.
I'm sorry.
The corporate at this. You know what I'm saying? The people who.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get on that. Go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, we absolutely have gotten to that mode, and he's not him yet. Like, and that's not saying. I'm not even saying he can't be him. I believe he's going to be him. No, but I don't think you can. Like I say, I don't think he's him as far as offensively. He doesn't have a go-to move yet. I mean, I think they said a lot of guys. Shout out to Nick Wright again. He said guys like Tobias Harris averaged or had more post-ups throughout the season than
the playoffs for sure.
But just in the regular season, like had more post-ups or paint touches. I mean, post-ups, and I don't say paint touches because he catch lobs and all that stuff, but post paint touches as far as Wemby does. Like, he doesn't have that part of his game, and his offensive game is hit or miss. Like we say, when he gets hot as far as making shots, he does stuff. But again, in the playoffs, that's hit or miss. And they were crowning this guy to GOAT, and I think he was feeling himself. You feel me? I think he was feeling himself. He's been feeling himself a little bit. It got him to this point. Again, he has a great team, a great organization around him, and all that stuff. And when you meet this buzzsaw, that's right now, this New York Knicks buzzsaw, they catching you. I mean, you out there disrespecting Mitch Robinson. You were pushing around Jalen Brunson. You thought you couldn't get in trouble. They didn't want to give you fouls and all that stuff. Don't want to suspend you. You were thinking all that. And I don't condone the whole throwing stuff at people, batteries and all that. That's disgusting. Yeah. But you should have knew that Jalen Brunson had a city behind him. When you played like that, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I was always told. So you in New York, you know what's up. It's like, come on, bro. And you want to be the villain? Well, you get treated like the villain. And now you got egg on your face. So I hope he steps up at least and has some type of game this next game, game 5, because that egg situation could make him when he has just a blunder in general and has a bad game. So I can see it being either way. But in general, bro, it was a choke job. But New York's a better team the way I always said that.
So have you heard anybody just really killing Wemby like that in this game?
I've heard people trying to. So you got the guys like, the guys that love to hate, like Perkins. He's trying to, but people are trying like not to. And then he's still young. They're still trying to like, and then you had what's his name? Chris Broussard, who's a big Wemby fan. He was like, he still got time and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. He do have time, but there's just things you pick up right from the beginning to call him a GOAT.
No, this is my thing, right? It's not even. I understand that he's young. He is. You're right. Which is why we were saying stop. Just wait real quick until we let him get to that point and then put him up there, right? Mm-hmm. But with the same praise that you have, and when you automatically putting him over everybody in the history of the sport, you need to have that same energy for him when he does stuff like this. This was a choke job. Like, you need to call that out, right? Because if he was the one who came back for a 29-point lead, you'd be praising to the high heavens how great this guy is, right? So why not have that same energy when you flip the coin on the other side?
I was going to say last thing. I didn't say the stamina, because you just said he choked. His stamina, bro, and we talked about it again, another thing all season long that people try to not pay attention to, and said when he was getting 23 points a game and not playing a bunch of minutes,
that's going to be 30 minutes and all that.
Let's see if he can turn it up when he playing all these minutes. They may be protecting him, and we see they were protecting. They're still protecting him. So why would you give him an MVP? But they were ready to do that before. But that is what it is. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, you good, because it's a lot I want to talk about in this game, which is why I want to do this show. Because, like you said, I don't have a dog in the fight. So I just, like I said, I could sit back and just actually watch this with the objective view. You know what I'm saying? And so, couple things. Let me talk with the Knicks first, because you definitely got to give them their props. The Knicks was taking themselves out the game, trying to injure Wemby early in the game. Throwing the little bowls and all that stuff, like you said, the Mitchell Robinson and all that stuff. Kind of took themselves out the game. Mike Brown went and told them guys, "Hey, come on, y'all, let's focus. Let's get to the game." Mm-hmm. Once they did that, that's when they took off. Literally when they took off, because that's when Wemby ended up bowing Cat in the face. Uh-huh. And that point right there is literally when they just took off, bro. After that, right? The fact that I've been telling you probably since beginning of the last 3 maybe 4 weeks of the season, bro, going into the playoff. OG been on something. He been different, bro. I don't know what's going on. I know the one thing I think that factors in with OG, this is the 1 year he hasn't been healthy. Because in the last 3-4 years where he's been kind of like off and on with the health and everything, this is like the healthiest he's been. minus the 76er series where he sat out. I think that was kind of a precautionary thing because they really didn't need him in that series. They ended up sweeping him, right? I think the closest game they had 1 6-point game or whatever, but the other ones were like double-digit wins. But yeah, OG been on a tear, bro. He been different, and like you said a minute ago, not just on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. That block on foul, people call it a foul, whatever, but that's fine.
Hey, man, it's stuff happening both sides.
Yeah, exactly. I say that's right. Okay, now I'm not even mad at the foul. I'm mad at Fox taking that shot, but we'll get on that in a minute.
Yeah.
So OG, what he's been doing for this team, bro, stepping up and actually looking like that second option, you know what I'm saying, for that team or whatever. He's been nice. He's been carrying the offense while Brunson been kind of struggling a little bit from the field and all that stuff, right? Like OG has been on a different level, bro. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, maybe I know the health has a lot to do with it, but it might be something else too, right? I know he wasn't in a good headspace. I think his brother or somebody passed or something like that. Yeah. Like last year or something like that. Or somebody
he always had that word, bro. You know that P word attached to him. And it just got to a point being like, bro, it's always
who did they compare him to when he came out of college?
Who was a Kawhi in them, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was another one of them prototype like him. What was last name Johnson? What's the boy first name? He not in the league no more. But a lot of them guys, he got drafted by Detroit years back. Guys like that. If I show you who it is, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of his first name off the top of my head, but yeah, guys like him and OG were compared to Kawhi coming out of college or whatever, right? So, like you said, that potential, and now it's kind of starting to put it together, man. Here on a big stage or whatever. So yeah, shout out to OG, man. Jose Alvarado. I think I told you when they picked him up, man. I've been watching a few of their games and stuff after they picked him up, and he's been a godsend for them, especially on the defensive end. You would never thought that you can play Jose and Jalen Brunson at the same time. They've been doing it.
Jose's playing center on defense, bro. When he was out there.
You know, Jose kind of remind me of, he got more energy, but because this guy's a little bit more physical. But you know who kind of Jose kind of remind me of? It's a defensive staple for the team. Kind of like a Muggsy Bogues. The way he's small, he can kind of get up under the defenders and stuff. He's so small. So it's how he's able to get his
I was going to say another guy that I feel like still in that same mode, but I think you're not thinking of right now. I was going to say Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of like, that's the way Chris Paul, he's just a little taller. Chris Paul is just a little taller than them, but that's the way Chris Paul play. Chris Paul just the ultimate version.
Both of them taller. And both of them taller than Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy, yeah. Shout out to B Moore's finest. Thank you, Muggsy Bogues. Thank you.
Listen, man. Yeah, but no, like I said, they it was somebody else I think I wanted to talk about. No, that's it. Because him and Jalen, it literally was like this, the note said here. It was really Jalen Brunson OG. That's what it was, man. And like I said, man, shout out to the team for not giving up, cutting into that lead. I think when it got to about 9 points, I was like, yeah, I think New York gonna win this game. It was too many times, man, where Spurs were just selling for the. Oh my God, I'm about to get on Spurs here in a little bit, but yeah, that 9 point lead I feel like once they got to about 9, I said, yeah, that's it. You got the crowd into it, man. It was so loud in there, you couldn't hear the whistles being blown, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, they had too much time left and they got it under 10. Once you get under 10, it's like up. You know, in this new NBA, you at home, you got it under 10. Let's go.
They had it under 10 with like 5 days left.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, we got time.
That was it. Bro, let me get on the Spurs, bro. I don't know where to begin with this, bro. Shout out to the Spurs versus everybody, bro. I watched a little bit of their show after the game, bro. I know they were hot.
Yeah.
If I was a Spurs fan, I would be PO to the up degree, bro. And I'm not going to even get on the obvious stuff. Like you said, I think we talked about it after it was a game 2 that they didn't put. No, it was game 1 that they was messing with Dylan Harper's minutes in the fourth quarter. Yeah. The dude coming out cooking. We talked about so many times. He seems to be the only one that's not afraid to go downhill and draw the contact, either getting up the bucket or getting to the free throw line, all that type of stuff, right? He's drawing the defense in that's able to get guys open on the outside, right? He's being physical, you know what I'm saying? He's being aggressive, all that type of stuff. And yet they're taking his man out because of experience reasons or whatever. But you didn't have that issue with the other 3 series where you had to do in the fourth quarter, putting in work. The dude is looking like the best player right now on the court. You know what I'm saying? And so it's crazy how it's not a second game. You haven't learned your lesson from the first, because game 1 you did this. You didn't learn your lesson. You decided to do it again in game 4.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's the one thing I didn't understand about Mitch Johnson. You know, this kind of, Mitch Johnson kind of reminded me of right now in this situation. Another Johnson, Avery Johnson. When he coached in the finals against the Miami Heat, like it was a lot of things that he was doing. It's like out of character. Like, hey, what are you doing? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point that remember he moved the team out of the hotel room and moved it to all that type of stuff, right? That's what it's kind of reminding me of. It's a lot of like when they went on that run and Mitch was sitting there like Jason Kidd with his hands in his pockets and his arms folded, not calling any type of timeout to stop the momentum. You let these dudes go on, what was it, a 17-4 run, a 2 run or something like that, or 19 or something like that, bro. It was like a huge run or whatever, right? It's like, bro, call a timeout, stop momentum, and get your team back under control here, bro. Because right now, the part that makes me mad about the Spurs is too, they were selling for too many jump shots. I was telling BA this. The issue, you were selling for too many jump shots. Yeah, he thought I was hitting him in the first half. Yeah, you hit him in the first half, but if you play basketball your whole life, what's the one thing they tell you? If you jump in and not falling, do what?
Drive to the basket, bro.
Why? It don't have to be. It don't have to. It don't depend. It don't matter what era you in. For that to that's a common rule.
Yeah, like you don't just keep doing it.
Thank you.
They made it. You feel me? You made buckets at the beginning. When you making them, you keep taking them. When you don't make them, don't keep shooting them. Like
I got a square peg. I got a square hole, right? And I got this little circle. I'm trying to get in there. It's not fitting. I'm gonna make it work. Like
no, bro. It don't fit.
It's not gonna work. It don't fit. Just move on. Yeah, like in basketball, like if you know your shot is not falling, what do? You go to the basket, right? And I know you talking about Wemby, he was tired and all that stuff. And I said, yeah, I know he was. I understand he was tired. But usually when you're tired, what's the first thing to go when you're tired? It's your legs. When your legs go, when you always tell when a person is tired in basketball because he starts selling for a lot of jump shots. I don't have the energy to drive because I'm tired. So I'm just gonna stay out here and set up for jump shots. Not only did you stay out there and set up for jump shots, I want you to go back and look at those shots that Wemby was taking. There was no lift, no energy, no strength behind those shots. It like he was like forcing it to the basket.
Is it wrong
instead of guiding it to the basket?
Is it wrong? Is it wrong that I don't give Wemby the tired excuse?
No. I don't either. But I mean, if you're tired, that's fine, whatever. My point is, if you were tired, you would, instead of you staying out there on the perimeter, won't you position yourself in the paint?
That's what I'm agreeing with you with. Yes, I'm saying why don't he's 7'6" taller than everybody. Position yourself down there where you just get easy.
I was telling BA this last night. I was trying to tell him this yesterday. And I said, BA, listen, man. Matter of fact, what was the question I asked you when they won Game 3? I said, what was the difference, King? Where was Wemby at?
Wemby was in the paint getting buckets.
Thank you. I said, so if I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this right. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch the basketball. I don't know nothing about the sport. You telling me in Game 3 you were utilized and you were effective in the paint in Game 3. You won. Game 4, you settled for jump shot and you lost.
That's a red flag, bro. That's a red flag for me. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. What he does, he plays the paint like it's a jump shots instead of the opposite.
King, listen. If you playing against little 5-year-olds, right? If you the tallest guy on the court, you playing against a bunch of 5-year-olds, are you gonna stand out there and shoot jumpers all day?
You shouldn't, but
what you gonna do? You gonna be posting little kids up, right? And just turn around and lay it up.
A little Fisher Price goal, just dunking the ball up like that.
Exactly. Like, right. So that's what I don't understand about Wemby. You seen it in Game 3. This is where it also comes down to coaching. You need to find a way to utilize this guy. You did it in Game 3. You out the gate around the rim.
But I think because Wemby made buckets, bro. I think, like I said, I think he takes it like jump shots. I think when he make a couple at the rim, then he keeps shooting at the rim.
Bro, you know what else? What else it killed them? The fact too that Wemby and them were trying to. You always talk about this with Lucas when he does this sometimes. When they have like a big lead, they're in control of the game, and he want to get that dagger. I want that dagger, right? That's what he was trying to do when he started shooting them threes at the end of the game. I want that dagger shot. Like, no, bro, you're trying to win a game right now. This is an important game. You're down 2-1.
Yeah,
in hostile territory.
You ain't him. You ain't him.
Just do what you did to get you to that point. Don't just settle for stuff out there, bro. Like I want that dagger. No, you want to win.
The media has done that to him, bro. The media has established them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm about to say they established.
Well, no, yeah, I'm gonna get on all that too, because it's to the point I get tired of talking about the same stuff on the show, bro. Because we always say this stuff, like you said, we'll say it. Then we'll get dumbass people in the comment section. Y'all know you're talking about da. And then when stuff happens, it's like, well, where the people at he was our apology. We've been sitting there calling this. We call this stuff out before y'all see ESPN call it. We call it out before Fox Sports or Sports Illustrated, whoever you want to name, right? We'll call it out before that. And then all of a sudden when it happens, all these people get together like, yeah, it's this and that and this. Well, we've been saying that. This is probably the first time King in a while. Well, I guess you can say that the 1 year when Luka went to the finals, you probably could throw that in there. But we saw these narratives that a lot of people had put on these certain players get debunked all in a row.
Yep.
We seen it all happen within this finals in this playoff run right here. Which this part, I was listening to somebody yesterday, man. I want to give credit to this bro. I think forgot who said this. And they were saying that no, it wasn't Mike. I think it was an older person, like a player or a reporter or something, said this. Okay. And this is basically what we've been saying. He doesn't understand why. It's like back in the day, we said this before. Whenever like Jordan didn't get crowned the greatest until after he got like his 2 championships. Mm-hmm. Not before he got his first, not when he dropped, average 37 and all that stuff. It wasn't until he was in that conversation after he got his 2nd championship. We always get, I don't know why it is nowadays, King, where they build these narratives up. And then when they build these, it's as if you set these people up to fail. Mm-hmm. You build these narratives up. They don't live up to the expectations of the narrative that you built. You kill them. Right? Yep. Now, women might be a different situation because, like you've been saying, he's been kind of acting different, which is this person said this too. He said women been moving different after getting all this hype and this praise and stuff about him being the greatest and all that. Oh, he think different from these guys today and all that type of stuff and blah blah blah. But other than that, you see, like remember everybody was saying Shea was the greatest scorer of all time.
Right? Now his coach saying he going against. Or his GM saying he's going against the people and all that too.
Now, going against the people. The people are the one who hyping you up and putting you in that position, right? And that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why we can't just let things play out. Because now, guess what's going to happen? They are about to murder Wemby when he loses series.
Yeah. He's polarizing as hell now. He was about to be beloved. Now he's polarizing as hell.
You see how fast that is? Because remember, like you said, all year long. Yep, all year long. Oh, he going to be... most of the time, MVP, should have won this year, all that, whatever. Now, all of a sudden, this one series has flipped that narrative. Shai Gilgeous was beloved the last 2 years or whatever it was. That last series, it then flipped on his edge, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why people can't just let things play out. Let it, marinate first or whatever, or manifest itself before you start saying, you know what, he scored 47 in that one game. He's Jesus now. Wait, what? Hold on. We got 81 games left. Wait, real quick.
Every team that wins a ring doesn't have the GOAT on them.
No.
Like,
I don't understand why people don't understand that. Who had the GOAT on a Detroit Pistons team in 2004?
Nobody. But even back in the day, bro, like Jordan, what was that? 88, you feel me? 89. I think a lot of people knew that Jordan's skills were just unstoppable, and he damn near had no holes in his game, right? Like, it was like Detroit's pushing him around, so he went and got the muscle on him and all that stuff. Like, it was about, can you get a good enough team around him where he can show this in the playoffs that he's the same guy and get to the next level, right? There were I don't think people were saying it was holes. It was just that he couldn't impact winning, because for some reason his teams weren't winning because he had bad players around him, which people didn't try to point out back then, but we knew, and now we do know. When you get him a team around him of certain guys, Jordan was still Jordan, and now let's go. We just unstoppable, right? These guys with Wemby and all, let's no knock, but I don't see that. I'm not looking at Wemby saying Wemby is Wemby's not the best player in the league right now. With the team is just running and just waiting to have a team beside him and saying, yo, let's just go and run. He just has a great team around him of a bunch of high draft picks and all that stuff that's just in a great organization. But the Spurs,
you're so good. They're so good. They got Dylan Harper coming off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. So the Spurs, reminded me of Avery Johnson. Mitch is reminding me of Pete Carroll. I think so I'm gonna tell you why I say that he reminds me of Pete Carroll right now. I think the hype and it's a little bit of shots. I think and that's not the Spurs way. This is where you probably wish you had Greg Popovich back instead of Mitch Johnson, whatever like that. Because
right now.
Yeah, because the real finals MVP probably should be Dylan Harper. The best player in this finals is Dylan Harper, and we had people on the show that have been Spurs fans saying that they can see the guy that may be the best offensive player on their team is Dylan Harper, but because the media is already crowned somebody as something, you're now playing into the hype as well. Instead of doing what's right and letting it be done, you're playing into the hype of like Wemby need to be out there and then a De'Aaron Fox and all that. It makes no sense for Dylan Harper to not be in the game. The only reason for him to not be in the game, bro, is because you don't want him to take somebody else's shine. Seniority and people that's playing politics.
So you saying Dylan Harper is Marshawn Lynch? What you trying to tell me?
Yes. And so Wemby is
Russell
Wilson, yes, right now in this situation. And because of the hype and stuff that's been put on Wemby, they're trying to make Wemby the finals MVP. That includes the De'Aaron Fox and playing seniority, instead of just playing through Dylan Harper right now, because he's your best player in this situation against this team. They don't want him to be their rookie finals MVP. That's Magic Johnson type stuff.
Yeah.
But instead of like this is a situation where you could just make yourself, bro, and not go against the grain. Choose something different, Mitch, and say, bro, let's just do what's right and just play. But he's saying he went ahead and did this. And I think he's too far behind.
Bro, what I was about to say. But like the whole Wemby thing, bro. I just, like I said, I never understood why they don't just let things play out. It's to the point I was sitting there, I'm watching that game, and this is why you always hear people say, guys like Jordan, it's not just about the 6 championships and him scoring a lot of points. Kobe, same way, right? We talk about these. It's that intangible that's something that you can't really put a name on, you can't put a stamp on, you can't pinpoint, but they got that, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, King. I don't see that in Wemby.
No.
I don't see that.
I've been yelling that to you before.
Well, no. This is why I said this. This is the reason why I said this. Because I feel like also, too, the media is trying to manufacture that, too. You can't manufacture that.
No.
You can't manufacture that, bro.
You can't.
You can't.
That's why LeBron.
Have them. Yeah, exactly.
That's why LeBron's still in the league.
Yeah.
Because they tried to manufacture it and he's been fighting against it. You can't. Wemby does not have that. It is what it is. You can see it right away. So Wemby now is about to be in a situation, right, where because the media put him up. Only reason we saying Jordan and Kobe, I would have never said Jordan and Kobe beside Wemby. I'd have never said that. The only reason we're saying this is because what the media started doing as far as the GOAT conversation and all. I'd have never even put them in that same conversation. It was nowhere near time to even have that conversation. That's disrespectful to Jordan and Kobe and all of them to me. So with Wemby doing this now, I'm going to tell you this, a couple things. One, Jordan never lost to the New York Knicks in the playoffs. So
what was that again?
Michael Jordan would have never lost to the New York Knicks in the playoffs, right? Never, bro, never. That was known. That's one of the things he was known for, keeping New York away, right? He would have never lost to the New York Knicks in the playoffs, right?
Shout out to Patrick Ewing.
That 6-0 about to come into account. So Wemby can't be 6-0 after losing this. So Wemby has 2 roads to being the GOAT now, which has now made it hard because you already started that conversation. So people are going to wait for him to be the GOAT. So he has 2 options now. One, he's going to have to 4-peat, right? Which hasn't been done since your boy Bill Russell. I told you, like, that's somebody got a 4-peat. Somebody, if you do that, then we got a conversation. Like, that's something Jordan has never done. You got to do something that Jordan has never done, meaning winning in that situation as far as that. So a 4-peat, or he got to win 7.
I'll just about to say he got
to win 7 as the guy.
Yeah.
He got to win 7 as the guy, or he has to 4-peat. He's already done. And I don't think either one of those is going to happen. And plus, he would have to have the stats beside it. And I don't think his offensive numbers are going to be impact. Offense is more than defense in this game. I don't know why. I don't know when, where. I guess just because of this year and trying to screw guys out of MVPs, we changed the narrative again. Defense is not 50-50 with offense. It's not even 40-60. So with Wemby's offensive struggles, that's why right now we're talking about a Dylan Harper over a Wemby, even though Wemby is still decently defensively. You feel me? Plus, how about this one? I'll take this one to you. Wemby was looking ridiculously defensively at the beginning of the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just looked good defensively now since the beginning of the playoffs had started. Remember at the beginning, he had like that game where he damn near had a double-digit blocks. He had 11 blocks or something like that. He was the most blocks ever in the
13
game.
Blocks or something like that.
And I feel like it's just been dropping since then. So it is what it is, bro. I'm not saying Jordan was playing 40 minutes. I'm saying Kobe was out there playing 40 minutes. I'm saying they wanted to get this guy MVP with 23, 10, and 2 or 3 or some shit like that. Sorry for my language, but that's unbelievable. Like they wanted to set a standard for an MVP with that. And then we said, I understand that you can say, well, his per 36 would have been something amazing and all that, but it's still, you still got to perform. Per 36 is potential. Again, that word again. You have to perform and show me that you could do it at 36.
Per 30, to me, per 36 is a cop out stat, bro.
It is, but it's not for me. It's more for people. I don't use per 36 for stars.
I can't use the actual counting stats. So I'm gonna make this up to say,
I don't use that for stars. I use per 36 for guys that's like not getting time on the bench. So meaning like if it's a guy that I'm like a Jaden Hardy, right? When Jaden Hardy was getting 10 minutes and getting you 10 points in 10 minutes, it's like, well, bro, if he's getting you 10 in 10 minutes, he can get you like 36. I'm like in 30 minutes or something close. It could be something crazy if you give him time. I never use per 36 for stars because stars should be playing 36 minutes or damn near close to it. Like, what are you doing? Why am I having to guess your numbers? But again, this is probably something ESPN or Fox or something that somebody on there will say at some point, damn, guys, why were we thinking this with a per 36? But it is what it is. I never use for stars. Why would you use per 36 for stars? You don't got to use per 36. Play the game. I shouldn't be wondering what you're going to do in 36 minutes.
Great point. Gotta get on the elephant in the room, bro. De'Aaron Fox, bro.
That's your boy. That's your boy. Is he from DF Dub as well? I hope he is. Is he from Dallas?
No, you know where he from? Yeah. Houston.
Ah, damn. I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Ain't my problem.
Yeah, ain't my problem.
Damn.
Shout out to my family. But no, you know what's crazy? I was listening to a guy and he was talking about, man, they brought this man in to kind of help with the clutch situations and stuff like that down the stretch. Because maybe like we talked about before, he won clutch player of the year. He was the inaugural clutch player of the year. Won the first one, right? And then he's been the reason why they haven't been winning games in the clutch. Bro, we talked about a little bit about it. I don't know what happened to his speed. I don't know what happened to his burst. I don't know what happened to his quickness, his lift, all that stuff. De'Aaron Fox looks like a shell of himself.
He look like he old.
Yeah, he do. And the dude ain't even 30.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. I was gonna ask you about that after in the Minnesota series. I was like, man, it looks a little slow or a little sluggish or something, heavy or something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, he don't look the same, bro. If they had got that De'Aaron Fox, probably a different story. But yeah, he don't look too good, bro.
Halliburton.
That last play, I know people are now debating online if it was a foul and all that. It could be a foul, it couldn't be a foul. The point of the point is he should not have went for that shot. No shot clock. You run that, you already had the lead.
Get free throws, bro.
You get free throws. And I'm gonna be able like, oh, he didn't want to shoot the free throws. I'm like, so we've never seen De'Aaron Fox shoot clutch free throws before.
He a clutch player of the year. Hold up, bro. BA, you shouldn't even don't bring it up on the show. You can't bring up what BA say no more on the show right now because I ain't gonna do that to you.
Not only that, you even saw guys like Ben Simmons. I know people joke about it or whatever. What did Ben Simmons do? He kicked it back out to somebody else when he ran in front of the rim. He kicked it back out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
You gotta hold on to the best, but you the point guard.
You telling me this is the first time you ever been in this type of situation before, right? Where you trying to run the clock out when you got the lead, right? When there's no shot clock at all. That's the first time you ever been in that situation before. You've never dribbled it out and had somebody foul you and seen you to the free throw line.
Jason Kidd wasn't the greatest free throw shooter. Was he a shot right there?
No.
Like, because you take if he'd have made one free throw, bro, it's a tied game.
Yeah.
See that?
Well, no. Actually, no. He made one free throw. He'd be about 2.
That's what I'm saying. And then I'm saying if OG make the bucket, it's a tied game. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you want the points. You don't go. You're up by 1 and it's no time left. Like you run the clock out, make them force you to make a bucket or something like that. Now the clock's your friend.
And all of that, bro, you can't sit there and tell me go back and watch that play. He knew OG was on his side. You had no separation from OG, so why would you even try that?
He waited for the basketball. If you watch him when he ran around him, he watched the basketball bounce. You know, like the dunk contest and you bounce it and like wait for the perfect bounce. He waited for the bounce to come to him and then run. I'm not giving him an excuse. I'm saying that's part of the problem with him already losing athleticism and all. What you doing that, you should have known better than to go and try to lay that ball up. That was stupid.
That was dumb, bro. The dude right here on your side, you could see, because like I said, he kind of looked back a little bit as he was going toward the back. Like, bro, run it under the rim and go back around, do a loop, and run some time off the clock. It was 13 seconds left. I'm like, bro, what in the world is this dude doing, man? I remember yelling at the TV, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's one of those plays. That's going to be remembered. And that was in the finals. Question for you before we continue on. Do you think these moments or these games are that great, really? Or are they only great because are they greater because they're in the finals? Like, so if you have a good game in the finals, obviously, ain't it gonna be a great game because it's a finals game.
Well, you mean like the OG tip?
Yeah, like all this stuff and all. Like, if you have a great game in the finals, ain't it gonna be one of the greatest games because it's in the finals?
Well, I was gonna tell you this: that OG tip-in shot's gonna be infamous now. That's gonna be
one of those moments. That's like Giannis with the block and all that, LeBron with the block, the Kyrie shot and all that stuff. Like that's a finals moment. What's the name? Magic with the hook. You feel me? Something that happened that was his game. That's what I'm saying. He's now put his name on the map. That's the playoffs. That's what they do, bro. Like fans and all have just saw OG. This is one of the highest rated finals of all time and all that stuff.
Hey, they came back from 30.
Yeah, like he's been good in this whole thing. Next year, people, even the casuals are going to be looking at him to do the same. Like, bro, I just saw you in the finals and the playoffs. Do this. What are you going to do? And you're going to be a champion. He has the easy runnings now. Like I said about the MVP and all that. Well, Wemby to be an all-star.
Technically, he's a 2-time champion.
I mean, yeah. He is. Not so technically, he is. He'd be a 2-time champion.
They asked him about that because he didn't play. He was hurt or whatever, right? And he was saying that he learned a lot from Kawhi and all of them. This is why he said he's doing what he's doing now. He said he learned. He said with his health and all that stuff, and he learned from them when they went through their run and stuff like that. So
he about 3-4 all-stars, 3-4 all-stars from the Hall of Fame. But now we talking about, you feel me, different recognitions like summer teams and playing on teams and all that. Like he's now opened the door for stuff as far as like he really going to be, they're going to look at him. So it's up to him now what he wants to do as far as how much he develops and goes further. But the spotlight is on OG now for sure.
So in other words, you saying OG should have went to the All-Star game instead of Jamal Murray?
I'm saying next year he'll be favored to go with Jamal Murray. But they're in two different conferences, so it don't matter. But yes, I'm saying OG would have been like OG right now, bro. I told you playoffs, bro. That's why I love the playoffs, because this is when you really like. I don't have to say my bad in the regular season and all, because I've seen it so many times. This is when you have the chance to really say, bro, something has changed. When these moments happen, or you stay the same. Like I've seen nothing different. That's no knock. I hate doing this to Wemby because Wemby is developing the way he's supposed to. We were talking about Anthony Edwards. Remember the Anthony Edwards thing and all? Like, he's not behind in his development. He's way ahead of his development. But when they compare him to certain people, you have to knock him down because you're talking about the best of the best that we've only seen once before, one or twice. Yeah, bro. Like Wemby's not, and Wemby's awesome. He's trying to be compared with those guys, but they were calling this dude. They call him the GOAT because he's 7'6" and ain't been injured yet.
And he could do stuff.
Yeah, and ain't been like seriously injured yet. So they're like, he's 7'6". Wow, I've never seen it before. Pause. He's the GOAT. Like, no, that does not mean somebody's the GOAT, bro. Stop doing that to them. And now he has, like I say, he's behind 8 ball now. Like, especially if that's what he wants to be. The GOAT. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Now I remember what I was gonna say. So when you talking about Wemby being the GOAT, it feel like they're trying to do, King. They're trying to manufacture a person to be the face because LeBron. LeBron about to be out the door. We already know that. So you're gonna need somebody to carry the league, and they're trying. It's like
I've already told you, they're trying to make dynasties and all now. You see what Adam Silver doing? He's lying. That parody stuff is not good for the league, bro.
No, it ain't. But I was gonna say, I was listening to somebody else bring this up too. It's gonna be harder for people to build dynasties because of the second aprons and all that stuff. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to force that one guy to build the league around instead of just. Because I don't even feel like.
But what I'm saying is you can't. So like, if Wemby, the way the team's set up now, we talk about the second apron destroying the team, where at some point you gotta decide between guys because you got so many good guys, right?
OKC.
Yeah, like OKC. But what Adam Silver is doing, like I think he's realized that this is a mistake. That's what I'm saying. Like, so that happened earlier when I feel like that happened damn near 2020 when CJ and them made that CBA and all that stuff. It was like, why did you do that? And I think they were
Is it
trying to
2020?
do. It was somewhere around that pandemic or right around it, right? Like it had to be somewhere around there. It was somewhere
Hey,
close.
I hope it is. I mean, we almost done with this stupid CBA, bro. Well,
But
they can go back and negotiate. I think after like
yeah,
5 years or something like that.
I think that was a dumb decision, but the league wanted to try to run with it because they thought it was benefiting the league and all that. But Adam Silver is now realizing this parity don't make a. We need a face.
Oh, so you think that's why he did that with the draft?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, I've been. Yes.
Oh, you trying to say no? They wouldn't fix the league. What are you talking
No,
about?
I think they're trying to do stuff. That's why instead of you being like, so say you're a good team, say like Denver, right? If we wanted to make Joker the face, and he went through a little hiccup right now where he too good, and we're gonna stay in the middle of the pack and all that stuff until he decides to go to another team and all. No, he can get a number one draft pick. You feel what I'm saying? Now you can get a number one draft pick beside you and all that stuff, bro, and come back to being what you're supposed to be. It is crazy, but
now what it was the top 16. Now they changed the top 16.
Where you can get the number one. That's stuff like that. You miss it. You miss a year or you miss some time and get injured for a second. Your team say, "Let's do." Yeah, you can get the number one pick beside you. Let's go do this again. So yes, it's taken away from. I don't think he want that parody. I think he thought it was fun at first, but now they want to make a face and they yell at every new shiny toy they see until somebody take that face, like take the mantle and say it's really mine. That's just crazy though. Damn, Wemby, you was just a week ago, bro. You was walking around Madison Square Garden all with no shoes on, talking all that talk that you could mush people, not any nothing happening, all that.
Boy, that Joker, reputation changed overnight, man.
Playoffs,
overnight.
Playoffs, it's the playoffs, bro. Playoffs. That's why I love the playoffs so much, bro. This is the real.
Now I was gonna ask you, man, what you seen. Do you really think Wemby's ever gonna reach that potential of his offensive potential? I should say.
It depends on what you think his offensive potential is. I've said it from the beginning. Like I've said it from the beginning when Div and them were calling him the greatest and he got the potential and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't see it offensively. So Ralph Sampson better than Wemby offensively.
Yeah. Oh, that's not even a question.
And people don't understand it because Ralph Sampson got hurt. Mm-hmm. So it's like he's forgotten. It's like his greatness, his period of greatness is forgotten about. I don't remember he was going to the finals early with Akeem and all that. Like they forget all that stuff. Wemby,
the first Twin Towers.
Wemby is like the closest thing we have to Ralph Sampson, but I feel like he's better defensively. His needle is more defensively than Ralph Sampson's. It was Ralph's was more offensive because Akeem was a better defensive player than Ralph Sampson was or whatever. You feel me? Like that's what I feel like the situation is right now. And Wemby gonna always had to be on a great team to win a championship. So San Antonio is a system. That's why he's gonna get the kind of like the Tim Duncan treatment, like y'all say. Like Timmy not gonna have those moments where it's gonna be like, damn, Timmy. Really, you can make an argument all day up and down that Timmy better than Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant fans not gonna want to hear that. A lot of people are not gonna want to hear it because it's different moments. Like Tim Duncan was just on a team that kept winning and all that stuff. Like it was a great team and he had to do stuff, but his moments don't seem as big as far as, you feel me, Kobe's and what Kobe had to do for a team and all that. So people were like, Timmy got more MVPs, you feel me? Timmy got the same amount of rings, less finals appearances, and 5-1, almost went 6-0. You feel me? A defensive player of the year and all that stuff. And it's like, no, he didn't. I'm sorry. No defensive player of the year. He should have got defensive player of the year. But yeah, so I don't think Wemby's going to, Dylan Harper going to be better than him offensively, bro. I think I'm at the point of thinking he might be. That's not a knock against Wemby. It just is what it is. Like, I just think Wemby's going to be his generational trait is his defense. I think we figured that out. We saw that and we said, I think it's that defense. He's like, this dude can roam. He can just basically play free safety at times. And then, just go around and do what he does. His offensive game is just, he's good for a tall guy.
That's why I always go back when we talk about these players being generational and all that stuff. Like what skill set on offense do you see to where, okay, if he builds on that, he's going to be unstoppable? And like I said, we don't see nothing like that with Wemby. Like I said, he's not a great shooter. He can shoot for a big man. We always say this all the time. Just because you're a big man that can shoot doesn't mean that you're a great shooter.
Yes.
You're not Dirk. You know what I'm saying? You can shoot. And you're not a shooter.
That's my point with him. What is he going to be great at, bro?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you don't have a post game. We talk about it all the time. Like, I remember BA was saying, like, oh, he's just not comfortable down in the post. I'm like, but BA, you seen that you were effective in the paint. You were effective in the paint. The game that you won, you won because you were effective in the paint. Why would you play at a position where you know that you're struggling at right now and it's not being effective? You don't go out there and continue to keep shooting threes like that, bro. It's not what you do. That's basketball 101. They teach you that as a kid. Your coach always tell you if your shots ain't falling, take your bleepity bleep in the paint.
You know what made Kevin Durant special? So Kevin Durant is a tall guy that's a unicorn, right? He can dribble the ball better than most tall guys, right?
And he
can handle the ball better than most tall guys, right? Like, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
And if that was a situation, he still wouldn't be one of the greatest. You feel me? If he could just shoot for a tall guy, that don't make you the greatest. Like you said, what make Kevin Durant a special guy is him being that tall and being one of the best shooters of all time. Just ain't not for a tall guy,
in general.
Just one of the best shooters of all time.
And when you are in that conversation as best shooters, and then like, oh, by the way, you happen to be tall.
He just 7 feet too. Yeah, Dirk and all that too. Like, you damn, bro, they the best shooters, and they just tall.
Oh, you have to be 7 feet.
Wemby just better than most tall guys at offensive stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
You just shoot too. It's like that comes second to your height. That means you're not a shooter. If you say shooter first, then 7 feet. You're
by the way, 7 feet. Yes.
Yeah.
The first thing is Wemby 7'6" or whatever, and then by the way, he can make threes sometimes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's what I am with Wemby. I don't think he'll be great or not great. I don't think he'll be generational. I should say that term, or like that top level of anything offensively. I don't think he will. I think he'll be good at a lot of things offensively, which will make him good he'll be argued as best two-way player. You feel me? Like Paul George and them type of guys, where they skilled as hell and it's just the best, but they're never going to be the best at anything offensively.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about Wemby. I've seen enough. Like, you don't usually need, and that's no knock to Wemby. I don't need 10 years. I don't need 10 years to see that, bro. Kevin Durant, I saw Kevin Durant was about to be one of the best shooters first year. I saw Steph Curry was about to be that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you saw that. Like, some players are situational. Like, you said Dirk, he didn't play in time and all that. He was getting all that stuff. But you still saw the way he was playing the game. He was a shooter. And by his second, third year, he was up at 20, whatever. Like, it was like, come on, let's go. Wemby, I don't know. If I'm playing the game, what do I keep going? What do I spam Wemby? Probably pick and rolls running to the rim or shooting pick and pop threes. I don't have nothing with the controls as far as doing nothing. There's nothing I'm going to. I don't know what he does.
No.
And that's not like a Nurkic knock. It's just I don't know what he does. He just does stuff. Whatever he's got the advantage at. Do it.
You trying to say he the French Nurkic? I got you.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm saying whatever he has the advantage at, just do it. You feel me? Like, and that's all he does. Like, it's not a.
That's what I was getting to. Is like it's kind of where I was going with that, because I didn't like I don't. When it got down to crunch time in that game, and the game was like, tight or whatever, there, like I said, they got down to about 9 points, and they went to Wemby a few times during that stretch. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay, Wemby, what can you do to stop the bleeding? And then, like I said, he set up for a couple of jumps, a couple threes or whatever. I think he turned it off. I think the ball bounced off his foot on one of the possessions or whatever. And it's like this is the thing too, King. We always talk about, hey, I know, got to bring this guy up. I'm sorry, but do I trust you? Can I trust you to have the offense go through you when time get rough?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel that I just didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't have that trust when Wemby had the ball in his hands when it was crunch time in that game. I'm like I said, I don't know. If Jordan gets the ball, right? I know he compared him to Jordan. I'm about to bring up Jordan. If you put Jordan in the post, right,
mm-hmm.
in crunch time, I'm sitting back and I'm relaxing, because guess what? He's money from that position. It's where his bread is buttered, right, from that position. Dirk, the high post elbow area, right. Mm-hmm. When he do that little, with the leg under you and get down low and all that, I already know what time it is, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kobe, same way.
Separation for that shot. Yep.
All that, right? Like, these guys, I can say, like, okay, there's something I know that if I see you in a certain position on the court, I'm sitting back and I'm chilling. Oh, he got this. Don't worry about it. Hell, Jalen Brunson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know Jalen Brunson gonna work it until they get down to the paint, and he's money around that mid-range area, right? Like, it's like I can trust you in certain areas. I don't know what Wemby has to where it's like, okay, Wemby got the ball, it's crunch time. I'm sitting back and I'm chilling because I already know what he about to do.
He doesn't. And even like guys like Kobe and all, like, you needed a shot, Kobe will go get the ball. If you got him in a spot where he don't want to be, pass the ball back out, run back, go get the ball. You feel me? Like they're taking the whole 24 seconds. I'm gonna find a way. Just using all your energy. I'm gonna find a way to either get a shot, get us in the best situation when we're gonna get something because nobody else can do something right now. JB be doing that right now too. Jalen Brunson in the games, running back and forth, like give me the ball, fourth quarter, get me. No, I'm going. You got me up here trapped. Get off of it, run back, give it right back to me. Whatever.
That's what he did on that 3. He hit on the right side. He swung it back to I forgot who. What?
And he called up Wemby. I remind me, Jason Terry over LeBron.
Yeah, he shot it over Wemby. Yeah. I was gonna say something.
You're picking on Wemby. Go ahead.
No, I forgot what I was about to say though. But yeah, no, that's all. I just like I said when Wemby got the ball back on that left side, and I was like, it's like when he reposted him back up, he kept moving further back out towards the 3. And I'm just like Wemby, that's I told you the height issue for me, bro. I don't know. He gotta get his core. I don't know if it's the core. I don't know how it's working. He's 7'6", so it's gonna be difficult because people won't always be against his legs. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I've been saying for the longest. You heard a couple of people. I said you video people saying the same thing. I've been saying this for the longest with Wemby. Wemby needs to find a way to be able to operate from 15 to 17 feet, bro.
Yeah.
You just said Kevin Durant. Hell, Jalen Brunson is 5'2". Where does he operate from? The mid range, bro.
Yeah.
If you operated from the mid range at the height of 9'3", nobody's gonna be able to stop you, bro.
Yeah. And then if you do some dumb pump fake and they jump. You one dribble, you feel me, you feel me, then you right there, take a step there. And you gone. A power dribble to the rim, no matter where you at the rim. Like he got to get set up. So let me compare him to somebody else that's in the league right now. Joel Embiid has been kind of like a failure in a way because of his injuries and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Wemby gonna be better than Joel Embiid offensively? Joel Embiid at his best.
We talking about Joel Embiid was averaging 30 at one point.
Yes, we're averaging 35. No. And that's what I'm saying. And Joel Embiid a great defender. You feel what I'm saying?
What? Let me ask you this: what's going to be Wemby's highest average in your opinion for his career?
I don't think he get to 30.
What's going to be his highest though? I'm gonna be nice.
28. I'm gonna go 28.
Okay, you being way nicer than me. I was gonna say 25.
Didn't he get 25 this year? That one ain't where he ended.
23.
23. I thought he ended at 25.
Hold on, give me a second. Keep talking. I can look it up.
Yeah, maybe. I thought he ended at 25. That's why I'm getting the benefit of the doubt. I was gonna say 28 because Dylan Harper coming up behind him. That's what if they don't Harper win a chip, that's gonna be an issue. And Dylan already writing stuff. If they don't Harper win a chip, they better have Kobe and Shaq moment. Winning cures all that. When you don't win, you start sitting back saying, "Well, why I'm not in the game? I'm the best player out here."
Okay, yeah. So he averaged exactly 25.
There you go. He got the 25.
Exactly.
So I say he had some hot. He was hot at the beginning of the season when they were talking about the MVP and all that. Remember? So he got to 25, I think, and still only got him from 23 to 25. But I'm gonna go between the minutes and all that. I'm gonna say 28. I don't think he's a 30-point scorer though.
No, I don't think he's gonna be 30.
I don't think he gets a 30.
He's gonna be 30.
And 28 in this day and age, not that high. I'm not trying to make him sound like horrible. I'm just saying like
for what
today they drop 30. Like that's the way the league is. So 28 is like 25. You feel me? Back in the day and all that, if not less than that. So yeah, I just don't think he's gonna be better than Joel Embiid, and I think that's why you pump the brake. I'm just paying attention to stuff. Again, it's that they're trying to make defense seem more. Joel Embiid at his best, healthy with the Spurs team, they win.
At his best, I can see it. Especially I
think they win.
Especially with the guards and all that stuff they got.
I think they win. That's why I wanted to pump the brakes on Wemby, but I didn't want to hate. I didn't want to be the first one to yell and be hating, but I did see some stuff though, and it's kind of front running and all. So next season gonna be a big season for him because the magnifying glass gonna be on him too. He's still one of the favorites to win MVP, and they're gonna try playing more minutes. Can you play more minutes? Like a lot of stuff gonna happen for you next year, Wemby. So
just wonder why these certain things don't go against certain players, but other things go against.
You know what's wild? I'm hoping they finally stop predicting dude to be the favorite, right? And I'm hoping that the year that maybe him having the expectation is kind of one of the reasons he don't get it. Maybe without having expectation, if it's just, well, we don't expect him to do this, and maybe his numbers then be different. It actually means something because we don't expect him to do it. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Maybe that'll help in the situation, but maybe with Wemby being a favorite, because a lot of the guys that are the guys that were ahead of him are having a bunch of like hate thrown their way right now. Yeah, like right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, like a lot of folks. So if he ever had a moment, it's another one of those times to be like, bro, go do it again. Come on, man.
It's funny you said that. Literally, all three of them had.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody hit him. And I don't know if Giannis gonna get it again unless he goes to another team. If Giannis goes to another team, then we might have a conversation. But if he stays in Milwaukee, he's not winning it again. But everybody, again, another year, Luka, he got to be healthy, though. Luka got to go play 75 games, bro. He got to play 75 games next year. If he want to win an MVP, he got to play 75, make the playoffs, do his little 30, whatever play, and he got to be efficient. He got to get close to 50% shooting, bro. He got to have a year where he screwed up. I know he like throwing shots up and crazy shots. No. You got to be serious. I need one of those, like you say, Kobe years. We need a Kobe, Jordan. There's no games. We need one of those years, and he'll win it. If not, then he want Austin Reeves beside him for $40 million. And
we'll talk about that. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and turn the page here, man. Let's get to the merch of the channel, bro. Yes, sir. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are interested in the merch of the channel like the one I have on here, the 2K CNC shirt, cap and crown, NBA 2K t-shirt, theme shirt, I should say. Go ahead, scroll on down to the description box, man. Check out the site. We have a link to our site where all our merch is, or you guys can scroll up under the video. I think we have a link. If you tap on the screen, I believe is a link to some merch. Or you can go to our YouTube channel and scroll over to the store tab, man, and check it out there. But we definitely recommend you go over to the site and check out all the merch. So go ahead, scroll on down. Members of the channel, you already know you get that permanent discount with the I say QR code. What's it called? With the
promo code.
Thank you, promo code. Use the promo code, you get a permanent discount for whatever merch that you guys and ladies cop on the site. So go ahead, scroll on down there to the description box. Click on that link and check them out, y'all. All right, King, let's go ahead and turn the page. Get to the questions and comments, man. We call it afternoon.
Sponsored by True Classic.
The most interesting customer came into True Classic today. A young man came in right when the doors opened and said he had a job interview in just 30 minutes. The challenge, or so he thought, he had about $150 to work with. Now, in most places, that's a fancy shirt, maybe some nice socks. But at True Classic, when you add more, you save more. So not only did I set him up with a pair of our 4-way stretch chinos, not only did I set him up with one of our white button-down shirts, I even helped him complete the look with one of our coach's jackets. All for just $130. So he found his fit, looked great for his interview, and I'm pretty sure he got the job too. That's true value.
All right, man, what we got, King?
We got Babe in the house. Queen says, happy Friday, GloYard. She also says Jalen Brunson was always the wild card. Shout out to Mark Cuban. Al in the house, she says, I thought the game was done in the third, and then the collapse started. I still can't believe it happened like that. I really like Castle, Vassell, and Harper. Yeah, out of that bunch, Rob, would you rate their future as Harper, Castle, Vassell?
Yeah, Vassell already like 25 already.
Yeah, I'm about to say I think Vassell
24.
I think Vassell basically probably where he is, and he probably be best being a 6-man on a great team and all that stuff. But he's probably where he is. But yeah, I think Castle gonna be good. I think Harper legit, man. Harper might be like a superstar damn near on a team. They could have two of them if they get it right. El also says this whole Wemby is the MVP campaign that he went on in the press, and people believe in this over Luka was ludicrous. The These games prove it. Facts.
Hmm.
I need Luka got to go on his angry man campaign. I don't know if that's a part of him though. Like he got to be angry. I mean, he got to be healthy as well, but he got to be angry. Queen also says, please throw a like on the video to help support Captain Crown and this content they provide. Appreciate you, babe. Yes, please throw a like on the video.
Thank you.
Shout out to Melissa in the house. She said, thank God it's Friday. Yes, ma'am. I was going for a sweep, but get it any way you can. Facts on that. I ain't mad at a win. Is he in the house? Says
What up?
He said, what up, my hearts? Then I think Fox made the right play. OG just made a better one. Fox just thinking this lay solidifies the win. Nah,
but
you
still
can't
too
when
much
you up
one
one with you can't. No, it wasn't enough time. Man. It was too little time. It was under 24 seconds.
Well, no, I'm talking about as far as if he had made that layup, they still would have had enough time.
Yeah, that's why you just hold on to the ball. You 24 seconds were yours to just end the game. They had to foul you to continue the game. You didn't have to make a bucket anymore. You were winning. So the right call is you hold on to that. Like if he'd have made it, it'd have been cool, but it still have been a bad play. He was not supposed to do that. Melissa says, agree with your take on Wemby. Yeah. Again, it's only I'm not saying the guy not gonna be great and all. I'm just when we compare him to Mike and Jordan, though, Mike is the guy. So
and like I said, if you're gonna continue, this is what people gotta understand. Like it's not the hating part, but if you're going to compare him to the greatest of all time, then your expectations are up there. So if you had these type of games, then you need to get criticized as if you're the greatest of all time.
Yep,
it's that simple.
Izzy also says people say he should have dribbled it out, which is true, but we all practice for tests 100 times and still fail. Yeah, but he's the vet. That's the issue, I think, Izzy. He's the older person on the team. He's the one they brought over there. Clutch player of the year. Feel me?
Yep.
All that stuff. Like, go ahead.
If it was Dylan Harper or somebody who did that easy, I would 1,000,000% agree with you. Like, damn, it was a rookie. He didn't understand, blah, blah. Like King just said, they brought him over there for that reason. You supposed to be clutch player of the year and all that type of stuff. A second option to Wemby. You supposed to be that guy that's supposed he's the Jamal Murray to Wemby's Jokic, right? You're the guy who handles the ball in crunch time and all that type of stuff and facilitate the guys or whatever, right? And for him to do what he did, him being the oldest in the starting lineup, it's not a good look.
Where is he before you do the super chat? Where is he as far as the pecking order on the team right now? Where would you put him? He's supposed to be number 2.
He's supposed to be, but he shouldn't even be in the start. He shouldn't even be finishing the games. Be honest with you, he should be doing.
Damn. So you say he like 6th best player on the team right now?
Would you take him over Dylan Harper? That's a no.
No.
Well, of course, Wemby's a given. Dylan Harper. Castle.
No.
Vassell.
No.
Shoot, would you take him over? Yeah, it's a toss up right now.
Him and Calvin Johnson, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I take him over Calvin. He's probably the 5th best player for all that money he's making. That's the issue.
Logan with the $5 dough. No, appreciate you, man. He says, I still can't believe Luka went down in the MVP voting after he averaged 40 for a month and won Player of the Month award. Yeah, he's won multiple Player of the Month awards, Logan, and didn't win it. So, and like I said, man, this is why whenever I listen to that guy, Ross Schwarber listens to so much stuff during the day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of keep up with a lot of the news stuff going around the league and stuff. When that guy mentioned that, he said, man, I don't understand why nowadays things are so heavily based off of narratives. They build up this thing, and then that's how we determine who a person is and who win awards and all that type of stuff. He said, man, this man preaching. We've been saying this for the longest. Like I said, for example, we talking about Wemby and Jordan. I keep telling folks, a lot of young folks don't know this. Jordan was not considered in the GOAT conversation until after he won his 2nd championship.
Yeah.
After he won his 2nd, like King said, the dude had the accolades out the wazoo leading up to that 1st championship, right? They were like, okay, he's shown that he can do it again.
Dream team, Mike.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so once he did it again, that's when he was really in that conversation. Like, yo, this dude could be the greatest of all time after winning 2 championships. Not on his first year getting 30 points a game and all that type of stuff.
The Bulls, people didn't think the Bulls were that great. Like, they didn't seem like they would be that good of a team. It's just Mike put them on the next level. Like Scotty became that because of, I think, later on and what they realized he accomplished beside him, what he was doing. But they didn't think Mike's team was that great.
Yeah, Scotty didn't come out the gate as the Scottie Pippen everybody know now, right? It took him like 3 or 4 years. As a matter of fact, I think he had his first All-Star game his 4th year, I believe.
Yeah, and his first All-Star game, Jordan went to the conference finals.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say something else with that, but yeah, bro. Like I said, I just excuse me. Yeah, narrative is what's killing this game, man, and I hate it. I really do. Which is why you try to encourage people, man, to watch it for themselves. Don't have somebody tell you. You just go by that. Go watch it.
Facts. Izzy says Wemby is young, year 3 in the finals already. This is vetting process. He'll be fine. Yeah, he'll be fine. He also says Jordan was getting his ass for the first couple of years in the league till he figured it out. Wemby will be fine. That's where I be saying, y'all don't. I gotta. This is. Y'all be saying that stuff because y'all hear stuff like Jordan got his butt whipped by the Pistons or something like that, or they were beating him on the floor, beating him up on the floor. So you think he was getting? Nah, this ain't what Jordan was doing. Again, I would tell folks, Kobe Bryant MVP numbers was Jordan rookie numbers. That was rookie out the year. I mean, out of the gate.
Jordan damn near averaged 30 his
rookie year, almost 30 on 50% shooting his rookie year. His second year, he only put up 22 points because he was on a minutes restriction, only played a couple games because of broken foot.
Yeah,
and still came back in the playoffs and put up numbers. Nah, Izzy. Jordan was another level in the playoffs than he would. Again, Jordan is not only the #1 points per game guy in the regular season, right, Izzy? Michael Jordan is the #1 points per game guy in the playoffs as well. This ain't we gotta. People make narratives to make stories, to drive stories and make them lifetime stories and all that. You gotta have something to make Michael Jordan's story seem great. They was getting beat up and up. No. They were already thinking that Michael Jordan was the most skilled player in the league by damn near his second, third year. It's just that they were questioning, can a guy that scored, they still question it to this day, other than Michael Jordan, can a guy that leads the league in scoring, that does that much work, win and take a team to the championship and win it? And Jordan did it 6 times.
Out of 10 scoring championships, 10 scoring titles, he done it 6 times.
Yeah. Izzy says year 3. He's still a kid leading a professional team in a country that's not his. How many of people can say they ever done now, have a chance? I mean, you saying facts, Izzy. I don't think nobody arguing with you. As we said, we compare him to Jordan. Year 3 to any other rookie. You're right. Year 3 compared to Jordan, nowhere near. He's nowhere near Michael Jordan.
No.
Nowhere.
And I'm gonna flip it on the other side, Izzy. Jordan didn't have a team like this when he played in year 3.
Nah.
Remember, he didn't get Scottie Pippen in them until 86, 87.
Was that
even in 86, 87, Scottie Pippen still weren't Scottie Pippen yet.
Was that Jordan first MVP? Year 3? Was that 87?
I think it was.
I think that was his first MVP. It wasn't his.
No, 85. It might be 86.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I think that was his first MVP by that point.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was older because he played in college and all that stuff. Izzy, we know that, but I'm just saying, year 3. Izzy said, y'all remember when Giannis came into the league, he looked like a newborn deer. A couple years later, he looked like Vegeta. Yeah, but Giannis, now neither one of us call Giannis the greatest player of all time. And I love Giannis.
Nobody called Giannis the greatest player of all time.
That's what I'm saying. If they would have been comparing Giannis back then to Michael Jordan, then I'd have been saying the same thing. Still to this day, I'd be saying about Giannis, but he's not. That's the difference. Maybe he can still be great. He's not Michael Jordan.
I'm talking about winning defensive player of the years.
Yeah.
Thank you, Logan, with another tip. And that is what we're saying. That's exactly what we're saying. Context. Spurs have had top 5 picks for the last 4 years. Thank you, Logan.
Just like OKC in them. That's what we said.
That's what we're saying. If Jordan had that team with Cassell and all them, bruh, he would have been won something.
Yeah, like it's a difference. Like Wemby and them were losing to still get, and same thing with Shea to get higher picks. Certain people don't get the benefit of doing that. And yes, people have said Wemby the GOAT. Is he?
They called him the GOAT already.
That's comparing him to Jordan and all those guys. If they the GOAT, Hakeem, they say he's better than Kareem. Let's not even go to Jordan,
bro. They said he better than Kareem, Jordan, and maybe they said he's better than LeBron his first few years.
Yeah. So if he doing that, he better than all those guys.
They already called the dude. They already called him the GOAT, which is why I was saying a minute ago. If you're gonna put that guy up there with those type of expectations, he moving a certain way right now, then guess what? You're gonna get criticized like one of those guys. Because if Jordan or anybody like that, LeBron failed in 2011, what they do? They murdered him. So if you have the biggest choke game in the history of the finals, you need to get criticized for that.
And none of those
part of the reason why they came back.
And none of those players that we named, those GOAT players, had as good of a team as Wemby had at 22.
No.
None of those players. I'll read it. I see it.
Oh, yeah.
And he said that's insane. And also, that's what we were saying. Unfair to Wemby. I think people are looking at potential. Yeah, that's what we were saying a little earlier, Izzy. It's about that P word they keep yelling. I'm like, bro, you got to stop. Let Wemby play out his career and become Wemby.
Let it. Like, Izzy, listen. Like, I can read off Jordan's accolades before he even got his first championship. Before he even stepped foot in the final, I can read off his accolades.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan, before he got a championship, was already had Hall of Fame career before his first championship. Listen to that. You see, Luka's numbers and all that stuff right now without the MVPs and all that. Just imagine that with MVPs and Defensive Player of the Years and all that stuff before stepping foot in the finals. He was already a Hall of Famer. It's just that everything else after that was just icing on top of icing on top of icing on top of icing. You know how you get that corner piece of the cake? And
his icing was just running off rings. He waited and it said, now it's just time.
The dude literally had a Hall of Fame career. Can you say right now Wemby's a Hall of Famer? Right now.
Hell no.
Not talking about potential. We're not talking about that. We're talking about right now. If you stop his career right now, is he a Hall of Famer? No.
He nowhere near it.
Before Jordan got to the finals, he already had a Hall of Fame career.
Mm-hmm.
That people today who are like just regular guys will kill for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me read. Logan with $2 dono. He says, like imagine if Luka inherited the Boston team. Yeah, which I've been saying for the longest, Logan. You been hearing me say on the show. I've been saying this for the longest. I never understood why it's cool, right? Luka, the one time Luka had a team that can be comparable to other teams who had those great teams that finally got to the finals. We saw what happened or whatever, right?
He's the finals in less than half a year.
Exactly. Like we saw what happened, which is why I've been screaming for the longest. It's not fair that Luka got to carry this pen in his mouse to the playoffs every year. If he don't make it, then he's a failure. But everybody else can have stacked teams, and they looked at it as like, oh my God, they're just doing so much. Like I said, no hate on Wemby, but it took you finally 3 years to have, like Logan said, a bunch of top 5 picks around you for you to get to this point.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I keep telling folks, Luka, if it had been a play-in, we'd have been a play-in that first year. We tanked in the middle of the season.
Tanked in the middle of the season. It's when they end up getting for Porzingis, and they didn't play him for that season. They didn't play him for that second half of the season. Remember, they kept him out until the next season or whatever.
And I think we still ended up the 11th seed. We'd have been in the play-in if it had been a play-in that year.
I think it was like the 8th seed or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. We were fighting for the 8th seed before KP. When we got rid of him, I think we ended up being the 11th seed when it was all said and done. Izzy says, "Who's better, Brunson or Luka?" I mean, I'm not gonna sit in a moment. Izzy, Brunson, my dude, he's not better than Luka. Again, context. What we just said earlier. Jalen Brunson went to a team, right, with getting paid less money, where he should have been getting less money on the Mavericks, which had money to go and buy the rest of the team around him. OG Anunoby, a Mikal Bridges, a Karl Anthony Towns. All those guys is around him that he got to be with all that money and all. Luka ain't got to play with that yet. So it's just circumstance. Izzy said, I watched too much Dr. Umar to like Luka. He got the complexion for the protection, LOL. Izzy, so hold up. I ain't mad at you, Izzy, man. Sometimes I always said I wish I wasn't I wasn't a Maverick fan. I was liking Luka because I understand folks like this. They look for the great white hope. We understand that, but at the same time, no, Luka legit, man. Like Luka legit. I've been watching this game for a while, man, and it's a certain white guys that I'm like, bro, they really legit. Luka legit, man. There's nobody in the league better than Luka offensively. Nobody. And he also says, I don't see the Luka hype, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll help you hype.
I was gonna say, Izzy, I don't know how you don't see the hype when you saw what he did to your team.
That's what I'm saying. I think people just hate. I think people just hate. They don't realize, Izzy, Luka not usually the favorite, when he usually in the playoffs. That same situation we just saying where his team not good and all that stuff. He's still beating 60-win teams and all that, 50-win teams and all that when he make it to the playoffs. He's still the second leading scorer in the playoffs, right? Like I said, behind Michael Jordan. He still done been to a finals already, a few conference finals already. He only 27. He ain't 28 yet when Jordan won their championships. He averaging what? Gave you years of 36, 9, and 8 on 48% shooting. Like, I'm like, I don't see the hype. Nah, you good. He said, what about the other side of the ball? Bro, he's just defense. He has deficiencies on defense, but he's not the only player. That's my why do we keep yelling about the other side of the ball with Luka? Wemby getting attacked right now in the finals. Other side of the ball, do we care about that? SGA was able to get there. Other side of the ball, we see he do what he do. What's his name? Joker. Other side of the ball. Jalen Brunson, not saying it's a great defender. You just asking about him. Why is it just with Luka that it's like that we point out? Yeah, like it's like other side of the ball because it's Luka and all. It's like I don't like him, so
Jalen
side
yes.
of the ball.
Shea yes.
Yeah.
Jokic yes. Luka.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's fine.
Two sides of the ball. Like, wait, what?
Luka, there's two sides of the ball for this. I'm like, I don't.
Only that's the only person that applies to. No.
Dirk done won. Steve Nash done won. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like all those guys done won. James Harden done won.
Luka. No. Other side of the ball.
Other side of the ball for Luka, man. He got to be the greatest defender there is for him. So I don't get that. But it is what it is. He also said, "Bro, chill. I'll take it easy on my team." And then,
no, listen, I like Minnesota, man. But it's like, come on, we gotta. And then how do you not see the hype when you literally saw it front row? Like, you know what I mean?
Then Izzy said, "My last comment, King sounds like the rapper GLC from Chicago." Oh man, it's pressure. I've been working this grave shift. And I ain't made. I wish I could. Buy me a spaceship. I'm with you, Izzy. I'm with you.
But no, man. Listen, that was the good Kanye. Listen, man. Definitely appreciate y'all, man. Rocking with your boys for another one, man. We do this, like I said, if you're new to the channel, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we'll be back here on Monday. Is the series over with Monday, King? By Monday?
I'm not sure, bro. Hold on. Do they play?
Wait, what's today?
You know, they play
Saturday.
Times?
Yeah, they play Saturday.
So they play.
So if they win,
they'll play again Monday, right? I don't know, bro.
Hold on. No. I think they play Tuesday.
Okay, well, either way, we be doing a show before then. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Damn, they do it on Tuesday. Yeah, they do it to Wednesday. Okay.
He said you look like Phil dude from DC and all. That's funny. But yeah, Philadelphia. He said, I don't know, but I don't know if they done on Game 5 though. I don't know, but I so don't go past Game 6 though. It's not going 7.
Oh no, I don't see it, bro.
But there's a possibility Wemby may. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a possibility Wemby may have a show off game because they in San Antonio, so that might help him out. But I had to get hit with that egg and all that, bro. I think it's a possibility they just go out.
Hey, you know what? This gonna say a lot.
Yeah, because after getting hit with, I'm not gonna lie to you. If Wemby come out here and have a trash game, I'm gonna have that question about that organ in your chest a little bit, like, and I ain't trying to be a butthole. I'm just talking about as far as
that little chihuahua.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Melissa. We getting the show, bro.
Oh man, Melissa. Shout out to Melissa with a $20 dono. She says Knicks didn't begin the series as the favorite to win, but earned it.
Yeah. Melissa, please get some pictures of the No, it was Spurs, bro. Spurs got home court and all that stuff. They just beat the OKC Thunder.
I thought he was picking the Knicks because of the experience and all that stuff.
Some people were Wemby to go. Don't forget.
My bad.
Melissa, get some pictures of the parade and all too. If you're out there, like I know you probably won't be on the streets. It's gonna be crazy.
Nah, Melissa, you stay your butt in the house, man.
Yes, don't go out there. Take pictures. Boy. Out the window.
You see how they acting after that last game? They were turned up. I told BA, I said they were turned up 5 guys and everything, bro. I'm like, man, what in the world? Like, nah,
there's a part of me though, a little deep, dark part of me.
That
want Wemby in to win after this. Just so New York is.
Oh my god!
No, it ain't. I want New York to win. I'm lying. I want New York to win.
You know what though? They gonna do it either way, King. They gonna do it either way.
Yeah, you're right. They
gonna do it either way. Yeah.
But I want New York to get the monkey off their back though. It's been long enough that they can stop playing and all that because they're gonna live off this championship for another 50 years.
Bro, you saying that because you want to see what happens to Becky Hammond, bro. That's all you saying that for.
Nah, Becky ain't gonna say nothing, bro. Ain't gonna just,
No, ain't that. You know what the internet about to do. Matter of fact, I seen people posting.
Internet gonna cook.
Folks already posting like, "Ooh, I can't wait to see what get to Becky Hammond after this series." I'm like, God, dang, he already
disappeared on that like this didn't exist.
He already saving tweets like, yeah, save that. All right, like, yeah, like, bro, come on, man.
I mean, you can't be saying stuff though. She don't deserve hate or nothing like that, but she deserved to be called out.
Hey, if she come out and apologize or whatever, then okay. Yeah. Like, hey, the way she gave that answer before the series, it sounded like I said what I said type thing. Okay, if you said what you said, then the people had a right to.
Did she have to say the quote in the first place? No, it's not in the first place. Did she have to say the quote about Jalen Brunson? Did she have to say it?
Not really.
No, she didn't. She chose to say it, right? So people get to choose to say something back to you. That's what I'm saying. Like, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Same thing with Wemby and all. You pushing guys, you pushing Jalen Brunson. You in New York, bro. That's why I hate
the hot take. I call it the hot take era, bro. I hate it, bro. Because like you always say all the time, if you gonna be bold enough to put that take out there, bro, then you gotta stand on your take. So when people come at you or whatever, like don't play victim or hide or whatever, bro. You said that Jordan the worst player you ever seen in your life. Then okay, if Jordan go out here and do this and prove you wrong, come out there with that same energy, be like, man, I was wrong. I said this. He actually did that or whatever, right? So they're not going to do that.
Jordan don't got no left hand, and I show you all this evidence of Jordan having a left hand.
Right.
Still crazy stuff. But yeah, bro, that's it, man.
But yeah, man, listen, also too, if you guys want to become a member of the channel like you saw the folks here on the screen, simply hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button. Consider becoming a member, man. Join us here. We had these dedicated shows for the members on Friday mornings like today. Also too, man, follow me, Big J, BA, and Cuz on Cuz We Geeks. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We had a good show yesterday, man. We were just talking about the box office, state of box office with certain movies and stuff like that, man. We're gonna try to go to a more of a like conversation-based show here in the future. Just kind of tried it out last night, and the guy said he liked it, so we'll see how that go. But trying to think of something that's coming up here. What's the day? The 12th. Because BA said that the last Airbender, Avatar Last Airbender show comes out at the end of the month. So we'll probably talk about that. That's on the 25th. Supergirl comes out on the 26th. Me and my wife are gonna go see Disclosure Day today. Shout out to my cousin. She just texted me. Let's see what she said. Oh, okay. She said she got her
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. Yeah, probably go see that today. And then me and Cuz, I'm talking Cuz and to go see. I don't know if you remember that movie, The Raid.
Yeah, Furious. You talking about, bro? Raid 1 and 2, bro. I love 1 and 2. My movie. Whenever I want to show somebody a movie, somebody kicking ass,
bruh,
and it ain't back in the day like Tony Jaa and all that stuff. I go to The Raid, bro. It reminded me of Dredd. It's like I feel like Dredd got inspiration from there, from the Raid.
He did.
Okay,
yeah, he did. With the whole like apartment and all that. Yeah. Got it from Raid. Listen, bro, that's Raid and Raid Redemption and Raid 2 is two of my absolute favorite movies of all time. I watched the movie so many times. I saw Raid 2 in the movie theater, bro, with a bunch of other people. Mm-hmm. Both was in there hyped. We watching a boxing match, bro. That's how hyped it was in there for that movie. I love that movie
too, bro.
So when I seen the trailers for this and they said for the make us a Raid, so I ain't got what's the rest of the trailer. You sold me already. Yeah. I'm going to watch it. So me and Cuz go try to see that on Sunday afternoon when I get off work. So
let me know. What you think, bro. I'm gonna watch it too.
Yeah, I gotta see that movie. I already said it got 100% already on Rotten Tomatoes. So
I can believe it though. Some movies, they hype up and all, but they say attached to the Raid. I'm like, yeah.
And a lot of the guys in the movies from the Raid movies, so y'all work together and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to tell my wife, I said the Raid movies are so like have such a popular like stamp on the pop culture. Mm-hmm. A lot of those guys have gone off to be like fight choreographers for other like different movies and stuff like story coordinators and all that stuff. Yeah, that's how important them guys are. Mm-hmm. To the point that you had guys like Chris Hemsworth wanting to go out and make a movie like an American version of that, of like The Raid, which he kind of did with Distraction 2. I don't know if you've seen that on Netflix. Mm-hmm. Bro, go watch it.
Okay, so
watch it, bro. Bro, I seen both of them movies so many times. Like I like that like kind of gritty. Mm-hmm. It's like action that tells a story. Yeah. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So
it means something. It's like a deep action where it feels like you really in a situation. Like something really can happen and all that.
It feels real realistic, bro. Like, yeah. So, but yeah, we're gonna go watch Fury on Sunday, but definitely watching Disclosure Day today. So But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got. I don't think we had anything else. Well, Spider-Man had some. Oh, the leaked trailer. I got peer pressured and bullied into watching the leaked trailer online because they want to talk about it on Tuesday. So we'll talk about the Spider-Man brand new day, new trailer leaked, which it was fire. I'm not gonna lie, but I kind of want to wait, but they want to talk about it on Tuesday. So we're gonna talk about that on Tuesday as well. So like I said, we talk about all that stuff over there on that channel, y'all. So follow us over there on Cuz We Geek. We have shows every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning. All right, King, anything else I'm forgetting?
Share, and more share. Before I get to the rest of stuff, a couple shout outs. First and foremost, I want to send a special happy birthday to my son Apollo today. He turned 15. So happy birthday to him. Secondly, happy birthday to our guy BA. The day your old man. He turned the big 4-0 today. Yeah, turned the big 4-0 today. So shout out to BA. And lastly,
no Harrison Barnes.
No Harrison Barnes at all. And lastly, shout out to my babe Queen. She turns the big 4-0 tomorrow. So her birthday is tomorrow. So
everybody's birthday in June.
Huh? Been busy as hell, man. All these crazy ass Geminis and all that stuff. And you know your favorite president birthday on Sunday. But other than that, bro, share, more share. I like his equivalent of a follow. Of a share. Appreciate y'all so much. Also, though, follow myself, Queen, Travis, BA, sometimes Devin on We Talk Combat, so we talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment. Like to call us the best, brightest, and the blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. We do watch alongs throughout the week. We didn't really do as much this week because I've been dealing with birthdays and a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff been going on this week, but we do recap shows every Sunday afternoon, usually around 3 p.m. or so. So come on over there if you're into wrestling, boxing, MMA, mainly WWE, that type of stuff. And we'll see you over there. But other than that, over here for Cap and Crown, we'll see you again on Monday, man, after the results of Game 5.
Yeah, I forgot to did it again. Shout out to my father-in-law. Happy belated birthday. And thank you to my stepmother-in-law. She gave me some she sent me some cake. So thank you. I stepped through the door after work and my wife had a big old thing because she always make me a cake every once in a while with her, bro. She made like the best cakes, bro. So shout out to her, man. But yeah, with all that being said, man, it's your boys Relle and King of Cap and Crown NBA podcast. We'll be back here on Monday. Is the series over with, y'all? Are we going back? Are we going back to New York? Bro, you know what? It might be best if they win in San Antonio.
Don't do it, bro. Nah. Are you talking about New York winning San Antonio?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's going to be, I hope they're not thinking about wanting to do it for the people as far as doing that. Just go get it done in San Antonio, bro.
Yeah, because it'd be safer for San Antonio people, bro. Just winning in San Antonio, then people can go home safely, bro.
I don't know where the hell San Antonio going to live at Madison Square Garden for a night.
Cause you see, they even jumped their bus. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Just winning in San Antonio, let them folks go home safely, bro. Cause it's ridiculous, man. But yeah, well, like I said, man. With all that being said, man, we'll be back here on Monday, y'all. Same cap time, same Crown channel.
No cap.
Cap and Crown, man. Yeah, bro. It's gonna get violent out there in the street. Melissa, stay your butt at the house and order Domino's.